My fiancée, Stephanie, wanted a wild bachelorette party in Cancun with male strippers, and she made it clear I shouldn't be controlling. So, I just smiled and told her to have an amazing time. What she didn't know was that I'd already made plans for my own bachelor party that very same week, in a location that would absolutely shatter her world. Her own parents' beach house. It was 3 weeks before our wedding, and Stephanie, who was 29, dropped her bachelorette bombshell while we were making dinner. She was all smiles, stirring the pasta as she announced, "I finalized everything for my bachelorette. 5 days in Cancun. The girls are so excited." I remember trying to match her enthusiasm. "Sounds fun," I said. "When?" And then came the kicker. Second week of next month. Oh, and just so you know, we're doing the full experience. Pool parties, club nights. And yes, we booked male entertainment for one of the nights. Don't be weird about it. My stirring stopped. Male entertainment? I asked, my voice flat. She rolled her eyes, impatient. "Strippers, Derek. It's a bachelorette tradition. Every girl does it. Don't be the controlling fiancé who ruins the fun." A knot tightened in my stomach. I'm not being controlling, but we agreed on low-key parties, remember? You said you didn't want anything wild. She waved her hand dismissively. That was before Megan planned everything. She put so much work into this. Besides, it's harmless fun. You trust me, right? The way she said it, it was classic Stephanie. Make a unilateral decision, then frame any pushback as me being insecure or jealous. Like I was already the bad guy for even questioning her. It was exhausting. "Of course, I trust you." I lied, the words tasting like ash. "Have an amazing time." She beamed, planting a quick kiss on my cheek. "I knew you'd understand." "Oh, and obviously you can't do your bachelor party that same week. We should stagger them." "Why?" I asked, genuinely baffled by her hypocrisy. "Because we should each have our own time to celebrate. Plus, your party will probably be some boring golf weekend anyway." I just nodded, a silent agreement I had no intention of keeping. But inside, something truly shifted. She'd made this massive decision without a single word to me, then told me not to be controlling, only to immediately try and dictate when I could have my own celebration. The audacity was breathtaking. That very night, I texted my closest friends. "Bachelor party is moving to the second week of next month. Trust me on this." My best man, Connor, called instantly. "Dude, that's when Stephanie's doing hers," he exclaimed. "I know what you said. Just trust me. I have a plan," I replied, a slow, dangerous smile spreading across my face. "Now, you need to understand Stephanie's parents, Robert and Diane. They adored me. Honestly, sometimes I thought they loved me more than they loved their own daughter. Robert and I golfed twice a month, and Diane sent me recipes, calling me the son she never had. They owned this incredible beach house, about 4 hours away, right on the water. Private beach, boat dock, the whole 9 yards. A couple of months back, while we were discussing wedding plans with them, Robert had pulled me aside. "Derek," he'd said, "you should absolutely use the beach house for your bachelor party. I insist. You and your friends would have a blast. Fishing, grilling, poker nights, a real men's weekend." Diane, ever the enthusiastic one, had overheard and chimed in, "Oh, that's perfect. We won't be using it at all this summer. It's yours whenever you want it." I'd thanked them profusely, but hadn't committed. Until now. This was my moment. I called Robert that evening. "Hey, Robert, about that beach house offer for my bachelor party." He cut me off, delighted. "Absolutely. When were you thinking?" "Second week of next month," I said, holding my breath. "Perfect," he boomed. "Diane and I will be in town that whole week. House is all yours. Want me to stock the fridge? I know a guy who can get you fresh seafood." It was almost too easy. "That would be incredible, Robert. Thank you. Anything for my future son-in-law. Oh, and feel free to use the boat. Just fill the tank." I hung up, a profound sense of calm washing over me. Vindicated, maybe. Stephanie wanted a party with strippers in Cancun? Cool. I'd be at her parents' beach house with my boys, fishing and grilling. Nothing controlling about that. Just a different kind of fun. The week arrived faster than I expected. Stephanie left for Cancun on a Tuesday morning. The airport drop-off was a whole production. "You sure you're okay with this?" she asked for the 5th time, but it wasn't a question of concern. It was her hoping I'd finally crack and give her a reason to brand me controlling. Babe, I told you. Have an amazing time. You deserve it. She actually seemed almost disappointed by my calm demeanor. Okay, well, I'll text you when I land. Not sure how much I'll be able to talk, though. You know, girl time and all. No worries, I replied, a hint of something she couldn't quite decipher in my voice. I'll be busy anyway. Busy with what? She probed. Just work stuff. Maybe grab beers with Connor. She kissed me goodbye. Then off she went with her squad of 7 girls, all in their matching bride tribe shirts. I waited exactly 1 hour after her flight took off. Then I posted a photo on Instagram. Bachelor party weekend starts now. Thanks to my amazing future in-laws for this setup. The photo? Me and 6 of my boys, beers in hand, standing in front of Robert and Diane's gorgeous beach house, the ocean sparkling behind us. I tagged Robert and Diane. My phone exploded within 3 minutes. What the actual hell are you doing in my parents' beach house? Stephanie's furious text blazed across my screen. Having my bachelor party? I calmly typed back. Your dad insisted months ago. Great weather down here. You said you weren't doing anything. No, I corrected her. I said I'd be busy. This is busy. This is so petty. You planned this to spite me. Me? I retorted, a genuine laugh escaping. How is using your parents' generous offer spiteful? They're thrilled we're here. Your mom even made us welcome sandwiches. You're supposed to be at home. Why? I asked, letting the exasperation show. So I can sit around while you party with strippers? Seems unbalanced. Enjoy Cancun. I'm about to go fishing on your dad's boat. Then I muted her notifications. The boys saw my phone lighting up like a Christmas tree. Connor just laughed. Bro, she seems pressed. She'll get over it. I shrugged. Who wants to hit the boat? By the way, if you're still with me on this wild ride, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. More unbelievable stories just like this are coming your way. But here's where it truly got interesting. Diane, sweet, innocent Diane, had no idea about the drama unfolding. She's one of those moms who posts absolutely everything on Facebook. Every meal, every sunset, every visitor. By day 2, she'd posted a photo she'd taken of us from the town, captioned, "Look who's enjoying the beach house." Derek and his friends are such gentlemen. So blessed to have him joining our family. Then she stopped by with fresh baked cookies, posting a selfie with me, surprising my future son-in-law and his friends with treats. So responsible, they even cleaned up after breakfast. And then a photo Robert took of me and him on his boat. Robert teaching Derek his secret fishing spots. These 2 are like father and son already. Each post garnered dozens of likes and comments from family friends. All variations of what a great guy, and Stephanie is so lucky, and you must be so proud. Meanwhile, Stephanie's Instagram stories from Cancun were telling their own story. Day 1, pools and cocktails. Day 2, club dancing with very handsome new friends they met. Day 3, suspiciously few posts. But then, her friend Ashley accidentally included her in a story where Stephanie was getting a very intimate lap dance from a very undressed man. My phone had approximately 73 missed calls from her by this point. I was simply enjoying the peace. Day 4, that's when the real fireworks started. Robert and Diane invited us all to dinner at the country club. Can't have you boys eating takeout every night, Diane insisted, truly caring. I tried to decline politely, but Robert wouldn't hear it. Nonsense. It's not every day we get to celebrate Derek's last week as a bachelor. So there we were, having a wholesome, beautiful dinner with my future in-laws at their country club, while somewhere in Cancun, Stephanie was probably doing body shots off a stripper named Thunder or whatever. Diane, happily wine-tipsy, was taking photos of everything. Derek, get in here with Robert. Oh, this lighting is perfect. She posted it immediately. Wonderful dinner with Derek and his friends. Such respectful young men. Stephanie raised a good one. The comment section quickly turned into a virtual pat on my back. What a catch. He's spending his bachelor party with you. That's so sweet. Stephanie better lock this one down tight. Then Patricia, Stephanie's aunt, commented, "How lovely. Where's Stephanie?" Diane, innocent as always, replied, "She's in Cancun for her bachelorette." They're both having their parties this week. That's when Stephanie's cousin, Lauren, who was on the trip, posted a comment. Annie Diane, you should see the fun we're having here. And she attached a video. The video was not good. It showed Stephanie on stage at some club, doing things with a male dancer that absolutely crossed every line. I'm talking hands in places they shouldn't be, her face in places it shouldn't be, and an enthusiasm that suggested this definitely wasn't her first rodeo. That night, Diane deleted her entire post within 5 minutes, but the internet is forever. About 40 family members had already seen it. My phone rang. It was Robert. Derek, son, I need to apologize for my daughter's behavior. I tried to stop him. Robert, you don't need to. No, I do, he insisted, his voice heavy with disappointment. What we just saw, that's not how we raised her. You're at our house being a gentleman while she's, well, are you okay? Honestly, I said, the truth finally coming out, I'm disappointed but not surprised. There was a long pause. What do you mean, not surprised? So I told him. Everything. How she demanded I be cool with the strippers. How she tried to control when I could have my party. How she'd been generally dismissive of my feelings lately. Derek, he said, his voice filled with a quiet fury. You deserve better than that. I'm going to call her right. Please don't. I interrupted. Let her finish her trip. We'll deal with it when she gets back. You're a better man than I would be in your shoes, he admitted. That night, Stephanie called me. Not 47 times like I initially thought, but a frantic 31 times. I finally answered. You turn my parents against me, she shrieked, her voice thick with rage and desperation. I didn't do anything, I replied calmly, except accept their hospitality. My mom won't answer my calls. My dad texted me, saying he's disappointed in my choices. Maybe because your cousin posted a video of you dry humping a stripper? I suggested, my voice devoid of emotion. That was taken out of context, she yelled. What context makes that okay? I asked, genuinely curious. I was drunk. It was my bachelorette party. You're probably doing the same thing, she accused, her voice spiraling. Actually, I said, looking at the card in my hand, I just finished playing poker with your dad and my friends. I'm up $80. This is so manipulative, she screamed. You planned this to make me look bad. Stephanie, I stated, my patience finally wearing thin. I literally just came to a beach house for a quiet weekend with friends. You're the one who chose to go wild in Cancun. Your choices made you look bad, not mine. When I get back, we need to have a serious conversation about your behavior. I actually laughed. A genuine, bitter laugh. My behavior? Sure. We'll definitely be having a conversation. She hung up, clearly not expecting that. Connor looked at me, raising an eyebrow. You ending it? Oh yeah, I confirmed. Before or after the wedding? He asked. Before. Definitely before. Stephanie came back Sunday night. I wasn't at the airport to pick her up. I told her I was still at the beach house. I wasn't. I was home, but she didn't need to know that yet. She had to Uber home with all her luggage. The text started immediately. Derek, where are you? Derek, the house is locked, and my key isn't working. I'm sitting on the porch with my suitcases. The neighbors are staring. I let her sit for about an hour, letting the reality sink in before responding. Oh, sorry. Had to change the locks. Security issue. I'll be home in 20. While I pulled up, she was fuming. Mascara smeared, hair a mess, surrounded by her luggage, looking utterly defeated. Security issue? What security issue? The security issue, I said, locking eyes with her, where my fiancée was getting fingered by a stripper in Cancun while her parents watched via Facebook. That's not what happened, she gasped, a desperate attempt at denial. Lauren's video suggests otherwise. You're being dramatic. It was just fun. Cool, I replied, a cold finality in my voice. Then you'll think this is fun, too. I handed her a box. What's this? Your stuff from inside. Just the important things. Anyway, your mom is expecting you. What? Her face went pale. I called off the wedding this morning. Sent an email to all the guests. Your parents agree it's for the best. You can't call off my wedding, she stammered, tears welling up. It was our wedding, I corrected her. Now it's nobody's wedding. Over a stupid bachelorette party? She cried. No, I said, my voice rising with the accumulated anger. Over you disrespecting our relationship. lying to me, and then trying to gaslight me about it. The party just revealed who you really are. She started to ugly cry, a broken sound. Where am I supposed to go? Your parents' house. Your mom said your room is ready. I'm 29. I can't move back with my parents. Should have thought about that, I said, before going wild in Cancun. This is about control, she screamed, pointing a shaky finger at me. You're punishing me because I wouldn't let you control me. No, Stephanie, this is about consequences. You made choices. These are the results. Her phone rang. It was her mom. I could hear Diane's voice, even from where I stood. Stephanie Marie, your father and I are very disappointed. We've seen everything. Come home right now. Stephanie looked at me then, with pure, venomous hatred. You ruined my life. No, I told her firmly, definitively. You ruined your own life. I just refuse to let you ruin mine, too. As she loaded her luggage into her Uber, her dad, true to his word, had refused to pick her up, saying she needed to figure it out herself. She tried one last manipulation. Derek, please. We can do counseling. I'll do whatever you want. I love you. You love what I did for you, Stephanie. I countered, there's a difference. My parents will never forgive me. That's between you and them. What am I supposed to tell people? The truth, I said, turning away, or make up whatever story you want. I don't care anymore. The aftermath was exactly what you'd expect from someone like Stephanie. First, she tried the sob story on social media. She posted this long, rambling screed about how I'd manipulated her parents, trapped her, and planned the whole thing to humiliate her. How I was emotionally abusive and controlling. It backfired spectacularly. Her cousin Lauren, the one who posted the video, commented, "Girl, we all saw what you did. Stop lying." Her friend Ashley, who was on the trip, wrote, "Steph, this isn't fair to Derek. We all told you to calm down that night." But the best comment came from Robert, her own father. "Stephanie, stop. You're embarrassing yourself further. Derek showed more class in this situation than you deserved." She deleted the post within 2 hours. Then came the desperate text to my friends, trying to get them to convince me to take her back. She told Connor I was having a mental breakdown and needed help. She told my brother that I was making a huge mistake and would regret this forever. Connor's response? He posted a picture from the beach house weekend with a caption, "Best bachelor party ever." Sometimes life shows you exactly who people really are. Proud of my boy for knowing his worth. My brother just blocked her. Then the real entitlement showed itself. She tried to claim she should get all the deposits back from the wedding vendors because I was the one who called it off. Said since I broke the contract, I should pay for everything. Her parents shut that down fast. Robert called me. "Derek, we're handling all the cancellation fees. It's the least we can do. I'm also returning your parents' contribution. This is our responsibility." I tried to protest, but he insisted. "Son, you did nothing wrong. You accepted our invitation, behaved like a gentleman, and my daughter. Well, we failed somewhere as parents." "You didn't fail, Robert," I told him. "Stephanie made her own choices." "Maybe," he sighed, "but we enabled her for too long. This might be the wake-up call she needs." The wedding venue only returned 30% of the deposit. The caterer kept everything. The photographer was cool and gave back half. All told, her parents lost about $15,000. Meanwhile, Stephanie was living at home, posting passive-aggressive quotes about knowing your worth and letting go of toxic people. The cognitive dissonance was incredible. It's been 6 months now. Here's where everyone ended up. Stephanie is still living with her parents. Last I heard, Robert and I still golf together. She was dating some gym bro who slides into every woman's DMs. Robert told me the guy is a walking red flag, but Stephanie won't listen. She's working the same job, living at home, and apparently tells anyone who will listen that I was emotionally abusive. The friend group split hard. The ones who went to Cancun mostly stuck with her, except for Ashley, who reached out to apologize and said she felt pressured to go along with everything. The ones who weren't there realized what kind of person she was and distanced themselves. Robert and Diane struggled for a while. Diane especially felt guilty, like she'd somehow caused the breakup by posting those photos. I had to assure her multiple times that she just revealed what was already there. They've been going to family counseling to deal with their enabling patterns. Robert says it's been eye-opening. They still invite me to dinner once a month. Stephanie hates it, but she can't say anything since she's living under their roof, eating their food. That, I think, is the best karma. About 3 months after everything went down, that video from Cancun somehow made its way to Stephanie's workplace. Not through me. Apparently, someone from the country club who worked at her company saw it on Lauren's Instagram before it was deleted. HR had a conversation with her about maintaining professional standards, even in personal time, because she was wearing her company's branded Bachelorette tank top in the video. She didn't get fired, but she got passed over for a promotion she was certain was hers. As for me, I'm good. Not amazing, not terrible, just good. 3 years with someone is hard to just forget, even when they show you who they really are. I started seeing someone new 2 months ago. Met her at a bookstore, of all places. She's calm, considerate, and when we disagreed about something last week, we actually talked about it like adults instead of her trying to gaslight me. The beach house weekend became legendary among my friend group. Connor even had it printed on a t-shirt. Derek's Liberation Weekend 2024. Tacky? Yes. Do I love it? Also yes. Looking back, the funniest part was how Stephanie thought she was being so clever. Don't be controlling, she said, while literally trying to control everything. She wanted me to sit at home like a good boy while she lived out some party fantasy, then come back to our regular life like nothing happened. Instead, I just accepted her parents' invitation to use their beach house. I made some memories with good friends, had nice dinners, went fishing. Nothing petty or vindictive. Just living my life while she was living hers. The fact that her choices blew up her life, that's entirely on her. Robert still jokes about it sometimes when we're golfing. Remember when you had your bachelor party at my house while my daughter was getting frisky with strippers? He'll say. Still sorry about that timing, Robert. I'll reply. Don't be. He'll insist. A genuine smile on his face. Best thing that could have happened. Open our eyes to a lot of things. Plus, I didn't lose a son-in-law. Just gained a golf buddy who actually respects the game. Unlike my daughter, who only wanted the country club membership. That's the update. No dramatic revenge. No complex schemes. Just natural consequences meeting entitled behavior. Sometimes the best response to someone saying, "Don't be controlling," is to completely let go of control and of them. Oh, and that stripper from Cancun? He slid into Stephanie's DMs last month trying to sell her his OnlyFans. Even her mom laughed at that one. So, I'm genuinely curious. If you were in my shoes, what would you have done after Stephanie dropped her bachelorette party bombshell? Let me know in the comments below. I really want to hear your thoughts.